Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I thought I would show you guys two new Celine scarves that I got. You guys know Michael Ryder is really pushing the silk scarves, and then it made me think I just purchased two new scarves and I literally have a box full of scarves, so I thought why not show you guys my entire silk scarf collection. The only ones that I'm gonna leave out are gonna be ones that are currently on some of my bags. So basically I'm gonna be showing you guys all the scarves that I don't use but I should, and I keep them in this like really pretty holiday Dior box. But if you guys are interested to see some of my silk scarves, then just keep watching. So the first Celine scarf, I have mentioned that I wanted to buy this because of V from BTS. He used this one, or basically the first rendition of this one, and then I bought Michael Ryder's revamped version. So I'm going to insert a clip of me unboxing it because it is currently on one of my bags. This scarf did not come with a dust bag, but the packaging was still very cute. So it is their heritage silk scarf or silk bandana. This one is in the smaller sizes. For this one, they do actually have it available in a few different colors. I currently have mine on my large Boston bag. I tied it inspo from this other picture that I saw from V. He has it on his Celine Boston bag as well, but he also has it on his new luggage as well. Like, this is his favorite one. But what's really cute about this one is that it has the Triumph logo all throughout it, and then it also has the belt lining, so it does say Celine right here, and then the edge is this really nice dark bluish navy color. I actually also want to start wearing scarves and like accenting things. I mean, I feel like a scarf, even if you're just wearing a pair of jeans and a white shirt, a scarf can definitely dress things up. I find it so hilarious that I literally spent this much money on a scarf. Like, the number one main reason was to accessorize this bag, and then maybe a small secondary reason, I will try to style this at least once this time during the summer, aka not on top of my bag. Before I show you guys the rest of the scarves and my new scarf, I did actually want to show you guys this new bag that I have been using for the last couple of weeks from Fabrique. And if you guys are unfamiliar with Fabrique, they are a platform that partners with hundreds of independent designers to help create limited edition pieces, not even just bags but also clothing items. So many of the independent designers have also worked under huge brands like Hermes, Celine, Givenchy, the list can go on. So you're able to get really thoughtfully curated designs at much more accessible price points, because remember we were talking about if you wanted a Dior dress you would have to pay upwards of $4,000, whereas with Fabrique you're able to still get exclusivity with very limited edition pieces at much more accessible price points. So let me talk to you guys about the Monti Boston bag. It gets its name from Rome's oldest quarter, Monti, and it was also designed by an Italian designer named Sophie Jus. She actually used to work for Hermes, Celine, and Fendi, especially because we are currently in our Celine era. She actually helped design the chain that was added onto the Triumph shoulder bag, which I thought was such a nice touch. First and foremost, you guys know that I am a shoulder bag girl through and through, and this without a doubt passes my elbow test right away. There are so many things that I genuinely love about this bag. I love that the straps actually go all the way down. There are a lot of East-West bags in particular that their top handle shoulder straps just constantly stay up. I love that these actually fall down so you can get in and out of this bag super easily. So this bag is basically one big compartment, and something that I immediately noticed upon opening is that the interior lining is exceptionally soft. Like, I honestly had to do like a double take. I'm like, wait, like it kind of feels like suede, but it's not suede. I can't even describe it to you. Like, it's so soft. So there is one zipper pocket for organization, but my favorite feature about this bag, because you guys know me, if a bag has a back pocket it's an automatic win. There is a magnetic secret back pocket on this as well. So the branding on this is very minimal, so it just says Fabrique right over here embossed, and then they also have their iconic gold bean stud right over here. I actually really like it because it looks like thread when it's just kind of sewn in. I think that's a really cute detail. And you also have a little D-ring on both sides specifically for bag charms, or like I was saying, you can decorate and put a scarf on this. Tie it through the D-ring like so, and then you can just tie it like this. You can get like a smaller scarf. I don't know, it's just like the little accents. This is me just doing it kind of willy-nilly, but it's actually very cute. It takes a band and just adds a little bit of zhuzh, and then you also could just take it off, and if you need to like cover your hair or if you get a little bit chilly, you have a lot of options. Of course, you can also tie the scarf right in the very front of the strap as well. So I have it in the color burgundy, but it's a essentially a very, very dark brown. The leather that they use, it has this kind of sheen to it, but you can also see this sort of crackling. Apparently this type of leather will actually age with you as well. It will patina in its own way, because they do offer this in a couple different colors as well. So I love that, because then it makes it more personal. The more you use it, like the more it becomes your own bag. Doesn't it look like the Miu Miu bow bag, their east-west style, kind of also combined with the Prada Bonnie bag because of these cute little buckle accents? So you have the ever popular east-west shape. I feel like so many brands have just been on an east-west kick, and that has not died down. I definitely recommend giving this bag a look-see. You can still get the general aesthetic, and the quality is there. So not only is this bag super stylish, but it can actually fit so much. So the last few weeks I've actually been interchanging between my old Sperone BB backpack and this bag just to test out, and this bag fits so much. So my Sperone BB backpack is fully stuffed, and I will show you just how much fits in here. And then you still have so much space. They even note that you can technically fit a wine bottle in here if you'd like. You definitely can fit a water bottle in here as well, but it's still so lightweight. And then this also does have feet too, which is such a nice feature. So if you want to set it down, you don't have to worry about the bottom getting dirty. I also have a couple different outfits that I want to show you guys styling this bag, so you guys can see how versatile this bag is, especially we are still in the midst of summertime. So the dress that I'm wearing right now is called the Morven dress, and it's designed by Jean Labib L'Amour. It's basically a long maxi dress, but what I love is the print. Do you guys remember that Celine scarf that I mentioned that has kind of paint strokes? This maxi dress is essentially that scarf into a dress. I love the painted mosaic style of this dress, and it looks so cute with the Monti Boston bag. If you want to get a little bit more feminine, I do also have another dress called the Rosalina dress, designed by Augustina Sorrentini. So this is a dress made with a linen blend, and I just love little details of this dress. You can see the straps go right at the shoulder, and I just feel like it's very flattering, especially with someone with a smaller chest. I don't know, it just is so feminine and flirty, and it's so comfortable. And this dress has pockets. A lot of the pieces that I'm going to be showing you guys actually has pockets, so I love form with function. I also have another very feminine dress called the Sylvia dress. This one is designed by Jiraj Straka. It kind of gives very like vintage summery dress, just with the lace detailing on the front. I just love the little details where you have the drawstring right in the middle of the torso. You have like the little ruffles. This is also a long maxi dress as well, and I just feel like this is perfect for summertime. So like very yellow and soft. And then kind of to the same regard, we do also have the Wendy dress, which is designed by Federico De Paoli. This one is kind of like a redesigned version of a classic t-shirt dress. You have the buttons going all the way down. It is also a long maxi dress as well. I love that you cut off the sleeves and you have the collar detailing. This one I feel like would be perfect for a little summer brunch or a summer picnic. And then the last piece, this one is actually just a skirt. So I did style it with just a regular t-shirt, but you can wear this with a halter top or what have you. This basically looks like a giant silk scarf turned into a skirt. I love like the different prints. Like it truly just looks like a blend of a bunch of different scarves just sewn together, and I think that's really, really pretty. And the skirt is also designed by Jean Labib L'Amour as well. I just love it, and I think it's so perfect for summer. And I do also have a couple codes for you guys that I will leave on the screen right here and put down in the description box below, and all of the items that I did feature and wear in this video will also be in the description box below. I highly recommend checking out their website to take part in their summer sale, because my code can be stacked on top of their existing discounts. And then lastly, I do recommend you guys signing up for Fabrique's loyalty program. It's basically a point system, and you guys know me, every dollar counts. The more you shop, the more you get points, and then those points can be converted to exclusive offers, especially money off. So that's always a win in my book. Thank you again for Fabrique for sponsoring part of today's video, and let's get back into the silks. Okay, so let me show you the second new scarf that I did get. If you guys did watch my previous video, I'm sure you guys can guess which one is this one. It does come in this cute little box like this. I feel like I always want this to be like very ASMR, and I just can't do it. It just won't, no, it just won't work. Okay, ready? Look at this blue. So I feel like the C in the Celine logo has now been like the new Michael Writer aesthetic. I just love the shade of blue, and it's actually not white against it. It's like this really soft cream color. My Celine essay styled this on him and I was like, oh, I must get it. These are the two new Celine scarves that I got. I guess I'm in my blue era because this one has some navy in it, and then this one is the Michael Writer, essentially the new logo that they're pushing, which I really do love and adore. And then I feel like this could actually match with so many things. This would actually look so cute. So you could slide this into the D-ring of this bag. If you just wanted to like style it, you can like tie it or whatever. I feel like this shade actually looks very nice with this. Or you can style it by just adding it to the strap, very akin to what V did as well. See, I feel like that just looks so cute together. And now let me show you guys the rest. So I keep all my scarves that I don't use in here. This is from a couple years ago when Dior had the most amazing butterfly packaging. Oh my goodness, I'm just in a scarf era right now. So you guys know that other than my Celine scarves, my other newest one was this big 90 by 91 from Loewe. I have yet to use this. This is from the old Paula Ibiza collection with the stripes and then the anagram logo. This one is huge. If you want to just compare sizes, you guys can see just how large, or I guess just how small, the Celine one is so tiny compared to this Loewe one. This one is massive. So this I really want to wear as like a summer top. I think my main concern is what kind of pasties or chicken cutlets am I supposed to wear with a scarf like this, because it's the summer, I'm gonna be sweating, and if I'm wearing something like this, I could just imagine my pasties just falling off on the floor. How awkward would that be? But I definitely want to wear this one. The fact that I have the majority of bigger scarves is also pretty hilarious. We're gonna fold all of them nicely after. This one is one of my favorites that I have not worn at all. I got this one for my birthday, I think like 3 years ago. It's the map of, I believe, Paris, because you see the Arc de Triomphe. I just love that it has the street names. Celine actually had a street map version, which I thought was cute. The only thing I would critique on that one is I wish it didn't have the C logo all over it. I love that that's very like Michael Writer fingerprint on that, but you can't really see the map because of the C, so I'm happy that I have this Dior one as well. This one is very cute. I think this is one that I definitely do want to frame eventually and just have it kind of as a piece of art. Also, me just like taking out all these scarves, I'm like, wow, all of these scarves I could just put together and be like, here, I could buy a whole bag with this. Oh, this one actually used to be on my Dior saddle bag. I got this one because I felt like shopping, then mainly because it was like a taupe color, and I wanted at the time a Mitza scarf for my Dior saddle bag because it does have taupe, and my Dior saddle bag is in the color warm taupe. But I also like it because there's a lion on one hand, which I'm a Leo, and then my mom is the year of the tiger, so I could truly make anything sentimental. Oh, and then this one is another Dior scarf. I love that it has the pink on one side. The flowers on this are really pretty, but I mainly got this because I wasn't able to buy the book tote from this collection. It was the Rosa Mutabilis collection. It was really unfortunate. Like, I really wanted that book tote, so I couldn't buy the book tote because they were completely sold out of it, but I was able to get a piece of that. I actually think this Dior scarf, since I'm not using it and it's on the smaller side, I think this would actually go on this side. See, this fits so much better as well. Okay, hold on, and then I think I'm gonna tie it. Oh my gosh, so cute! Look, you can add a little bow on this. Obviously this is just willy-nilly. I'll probably fix it to make it look a bit nicer, but how cute, this little accent of a scarf. I feel like it works. I feel like it works. Okay, I'm gonna keep that on that. Oh, this Twilly or Mitza scarf was the very first Mitza scarf that I've ever purchased. I bought this one with my Lady Dior bag. It is no longer on my Lady Dior bag, as you can see. This one I actually got so many compliments on. It has like the iconic stars and stuff on the back. I do want to get a scarf from Jonathan Anderson's new collections. I just need to figure out which one. This one I got, see, all of these I got for a specific bag. Like this one I got for my Dior saddlebag in warm taupe. This one I got with my micro DJoy in the cloud blue because the backside is basically cloud blue, but then it does have my M initial for mantis, not Maggie, praying mantis, and then there's a little praying mantis in the mirror, which I actually love. Ooh, mirror also starts with an M. My goodness, this is crazy. All these scarves just sitting in a box. This is why I am the formal ambassador of Tea Money Wasters. Yes, this one was really sweet. This was one of my ex-boyfriends for Valentine's Day. I wanted this one. I showed it to him and he surprised me with it. It has like the cute little LV in the heart right here, which is really cute, and it's like this baby blue, and it does have LV right here. I used to put this on my Palm Springs mini. I put this on actually a lot of my bags. I need to find another bag that I can put this on, but this is really cute. I want them to come out with bandeaus that are maybe half the size and like $100 cheaper would be nice. So we're almost done. I have 2 Dior ones with the tag still on. You're like, Maggie, cut it off. Yeah, but I haven't even used it yet. I'll cut it off on the day that I use it. This one I do in the future want to blow this up and put it into a picture frame. Just not yet. If I ever get married, this would be in my future house. This is from the book taupe that got away. I really truly regret that I didn't buy it. Well, yeah, no, I do regret it. So I did get it in the scarf, except this one is with like this off pale green detailing on the side, but this one's massive as well, but it's absolutely stunning. It has the sun on it. It has all the detail of the flower. It's absolutely, truly a work of art. Dior really league of its own for in terms of detail, color, shading, everything. And then I have another one which is really funny too because I really wanted the book tote from this one as well. So it's, when I can't buy the book tote, I end up getting the scarf is my little compromise. And this was before Jonathan Anderson as well. I bought this one because of the 4-leaf clover on the corner. Truly, truly, this won me over. And then every quadrant or corner of this scarf has different flowers. Like this quadrant has roses, this one has this. It's just very, very pretty. I think I need to stop buying white scarves though, because the base of all of these are white. I think I need to branch out more to like darker colors. There was this navy one that I also regret not buying. That one had a bunch of moons on it. That is a scarf that got away for sure. If I'm able to find that like on the Real or something, I'm gonna get it. And then my last scarf is my first, I guess, like square scarf. I bought this one purely because it was just stunning. Like look at the watercolor detailing on this. Like it's ridiculous how stunning this is. They did have this available in pink, and of course I got it in the blue. I think this is 5 years old. I have not worn it once. Maybe one time, or maybe I just used it to like cover something from my bag. I mean, I took the tag off. Ooh, this one, we're in a blue era. Let's grab all the blue ones. How freaking pretty. Isn't this hilarious though? I could have bought a bag with all of these scarves, but honestly, no regrets. I feel like scarves are just an easy way to like accent things, make things much more special. And I feel like what's cool about a scarf too, especially in the summertime, if it's hot in the day and then it gets a little chilly, you can just, not even as a top, but you know, like, oh, I'm a little maiden. So these are all the scarves that I haven't used and I should make an effort to use. Maybe in another video I can show you guys like outfits wearing these scarves. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have bought a scarf recently or if you guys are now wanting to buy a scarf because of Michael Ryder. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.